Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. The situation in Ukraine is very sad. However, I'm actually very surprised by crypto's performance. It did surge up over the weekend. And yes, people, I really do believe Russian oligarchs are buying Bitcoin right now. That is really the only explanation. And I know they're buying Bitcoin and pretty much Bitcoin only because Bitcoin's actually up more than most other alts. The ones that are really outperforming it are Luna and Solana, and ADA is pretty close. Luna's been kicking ass pretty much for a long time, so that doesn't surprise me. All the alts are obviously benefiting, but I think it's the oligarchs in Russia. I know the normal people are buying too, and people are buying in Ukraine as well. There's a big premium on Bitcoin in Ukraine. Like I said this weekend, it's $50,000 in Ukraine on Ukrainian exchanges. And there's rumors that it's gone up to $60,000. Of course, I don't really use Ukrainian exchanges, so I don't know how much it is. But I know it's at least $50,000, possibly $60,000. And that is actually really huge. Like, you have a whole population whose economy is kind of being kind of cut off because they can't move money outside the country. So they're buying Bitcoin maybe to store value. And we know since the sanctions, the Russian ruble has basically dropped into the toilet. So they're definitely trying to buy Bitcoin to preserve their value. Now, Russia actually has made it illegal to actually buy goods with Bitcoin, but they actually made it legal to invest in Bitcoin. However, it's only $600 for regular Russian citizens, $7,500 if you passed a specific test, and for fat cats, there is no actual limit. So that's actually where we are right now. And basically, I do think it's the oligarchs piling into Bitcoin. That's the really only explanation. Generally, like a war like this, a black swan event like this would actually make Bitcoin go down. But we've basically almost recovered to almost pre-war status. Now, we need like 2,000 or 3,000 more points to fully recover to pre-war status. But the thing is, this could actually, the war could actually end up being bullish for Bitcoin if it actually basically shuts off the ruble. And forces Russia to basically buy Bitcoin, at least to store some value. Now, can Bitcoin replace the ruble entirely for Russia? No, it cannot. You still need other countries to actually accept, you buying goods from them in any currency. So you're not going to be able to run a country on cryptocurrency. But as far as crypto prices actually go, there is definitely a possibility. And no, crypto isn't going to be able to supply the entire Russian populace. Because think about it, most people are going to be limited to $600. That's really not all that much. But there's still hundreds of millions of people in Russia. And if tens of millions of them are actually buying Bitcoin, that creates a huge demand for BTC. And I really do believe that's actually what's floating the market up. And if that's true, as the sanctions actually continue, and as the war continues for Russia and Ukraine, I think more and more people are going to be turning into crypto because they see their neighbor turning to crypto, and maybe it's working out for their neighbor, maybe it's working out for the oligarchs. They're going to be turning into crypto as well. So I actually expect the Bitcoin buying to somewhat escalate, especially by the richer people, as the war goes on. Now, how long does this war last? I don't really know. They had peace talks today, but I don't think Putin has any intention of actually having peace until he takes over all of Ukraine right now. So I don't really think it's going to end anytime soon. So I really don't think it's going to actually end anytime soon. It's going to last for at least another week or so. The fighting in the defense in the capital is going to definitely intensify. And it's going to take quite a few days for him to actually take the capital. They are fighting in the streets of the second largest city, so they're taking it bit by bit. I think they basically sent the professional soldiers in now, because at the beginning they only sent the young conscripts in. Those obviously weren't faring all that well. So I think they're sending the professional soldiers in now, so fighting's going to get tougher. But I don't think the Ukrainians are going to relent. Say what you will about Zelensky being a comedian, he's actually rallying the people pretty well by grabbing a gun and joining people in the bunker, as well as his foreign minister and the former prime minister of Ukraine. So I think the resistance is going to be very stiff from the populace. They have a lot of people fighting guerrilla warfare there. And this could actually make the conflict go on for weeks or possibly even a month or two. And Russia will be very much hurting from the sanctions after that. The U.S. has just sanctioned the Russia Central Bank. If people want to preserve value, and there is news that the volume at Russian crypto exchanges has gone sky high. So it's not only speculation that people are buying Bitcoin and trading in crypto, it is fact that people are actually buying and trading in crypto. And I think they're trying to make up for the lost money in the ruble actually dropping. There are many, many lines outside Russian banks of people wanting to withdraw cryptocurrency. And, not cryptocurrency, I mean like actual Russian rubles. And they're probably using the currency to actually buy crypto to store value at this time. Like I said, Russian crypto exchanges have blown up in terms of traffic and investors. And I do think that will continue for the duration of this war. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually have kind of a bullish war scenario developing over the next week or two. And if Bitcoin actually went over 45,000, would I massively buy right now or would I massively take a long? No, I would not, because it's way too volatile right now to make those kind of decisions. But I'm not all that bearish on crypto anymore during this war because the unexpected, well, I guess not really completely unexpected, but kind of like an unexpected twist did happen, that the demand for crypto actually went up in this crisis. And it could actually end up being bullish for Bitcoin overall. There could be a bit of a sell-off afterwards once the ruble comes back and the sanctions lift, but we don't really know when that's going to be. And maybe if the Russian people see that Putin's really kind of crazy, they will want to keep some of that Bitcoin in case he invades something else again. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.